So, if you watched the two other videos I made this morning, I haven't slept all night. But I was thinking about this, and I've been thinking about success in jiu-jitsu, success in relationships, success in business, success at life planning, parenting, all of these things. And it's a struggle at times because my dad's got cancer. I have these sleep issues which have put me under a lot of stress. That causes me stress in my personal relationships. It causes me stress in business because I can't do certain things. It makes me stressed out. I have stress. I'll just admit that I have stress. And it seems to me, this has been my experience from running businesses from the age of 7 to almost 27 now. 20 years of business experience, dang. You think I'd have attained mastery by now, but that doesn't seem to be the way it is. 10 years of grappling experience. You think I'd never get smashed. You think I'd never get frustrated. 16 years of lifting experience. You think I'd never pop a rib or get injured. Over 10 years of studying neuroscience. You think I would, I don't know, something about having an easy time getting off of Adderall or never get addicted to drugs or anything. Like, I've been addicted to nicotine. I've been addicted to weed. I took Adderall hoping it would just knock me out, because sometimes it does when I'm sleep deprived, but no such luck. So I spent the whole afternoon just thinking about, or not whole afternoon, holy cow, I'm tired. Spent the whole night just thinking about business, and I'm not dependent on this business. Specifically, I'm talking about Weak to Warrior supplements here, and I'll talk about that fairly freely. I want to present myself as this all-knowing person who just never has any problems, and just everything I do is an instant success the moment I start doing it. And that's not the case. If you're watching my videos, I imagine you actually care about what I think about things, and you actually are invested in the story that's unfolding. And so I'll just be frank. It stresses me out because I want to get the supplement company to the point where it can provide all of my financial needs, and I don't have to ever do any other work. I don't have to rely at all on my parents. I don't have to rely at all on eBay business that is incredibly inconsistent, because then I'll have money, but then it'll go, and then I'll have no money, and then my wife will be stressed because she'll be like, "Oh, you got no money," and it's like, there'll be enough money. I mean, there's always enough. There's always food. There's always I live in a nice house. All the basics are all met, but it's just like, if you've ever started your own business and you didn't come from extreme wealth, then you know what I mean. It's hard because all the money you have goes into the business. I had to manufacture tons of supplements. I had to I have to pay for stuff. I have for my kids, for my wife. There's always expenses coming up, and it's I just want to get the supplement company up and running, because there's also other things that come up. Amazon will be like, "Oh, you need to have your supplements made in a registered facility by this date, or we can take them off Amazon." And I'm like, Is this going to be a huge setback? And it's a lot of it's fear of social embarrassment. A lot of it's fear that there's fear. Like there's fear, there's anxiety. I'm like, oh, am I gonna put all this energy into this and then I'll have to go do something else, and then all these plans I've made that are contingent on the success of the supplement line won't succeed. It's like I know the supplements will succeed because these are just the supplements. Like I can't get away from taking these things, and I've been taking supplements for over 10 years, and I'm very, very knowledgeable in neuroscience and organic chemistry, and I've health coached many people, and like I've read like every book on the subject. Like like I can't find a way to stop taking these supplements that doesn't impact the way I feel, like my focus, my physical performance, my stuff behind me, my physical fitness. These things are all contingent on these supplements that I take, and I make them to the absolute highest quality, and they're gorgeous and everything. And so I know that it'll succeed eventually, but it's like eventually 1 year, 2 years. I want to like I'm homeschooling my kids. That's gonna cost money. Like I have to like be able to provide my wife with the resources to homeschool my children effectively. I want to travel with my wife. My wife comes from Florida. She's Filipino. She's half Filipino and Mexican. Beautiful, wonderful woman. I love this woman to death, but she can't stand the New England cold. So it's like in the winter, I need to travel to Florida so she can recharge. That costs money. If I like, it's just like I want to, like, all the time I spend working without return is time I can't spend with my family. Like, so even though I'm not going to be screwed, I'm not going to be in like a terrible position. I'm still be in a great position, honestly, even if the supplement line doesn't work out. That causes me anxiety. I popped a rib 2 weeks ago. That gives me anxiety. I'm like, am I falling apart here? I'm like, will I get banned from YouTube because they just don't like what I'm saying? Like, just these thoughts come to my mind, and I was just thinking about all this, and I was going through all the different apps that you can sell stuff on, all the different social media apps, all the different outreach apps. I was looking at school, I was looking at all this stuff, and like my younger brother's like trusting me to guide this company to success. I feel like I gotta come through for my little bro, you know? Like, he believes in me. My parents believe in me. My dad has cancer. My mom might get cancer. I have to educate them and help them make lifestyle changes while healing myself and raising my children. And my wife's pregnant. She's going to give birth. And I got to pay for a home birth midwife. And I got to pay for trips to Florida in the winter. And like, I got to fix my health while I'm doing this. And like you see where like the stress comes in. Because I haven't slept really in like 4 days. And it's like, I just had this realization. I was looking at my YouTube channel. I was looking at the videos that get watched. I was thinking about when I've successfully been able to fix my health problems, when my relationship's been great with my wife, when I'm like having a great time with my kids, when I'm having a great time with my parents, because I'm worried they're just going to die. Like, I'm worried my parents are going to die. I'm like, I want to spend more time with them. Like, I don't want to just have my parents die. I don't want to, like, I don't know. I just think of everything that could go wrong. And I'm like, well, what do I do? You know? Like, what do I do? And I don't know that I've solved that problem, but I realize that every time I approach a problem from the spirit of play, like I was just on the toilet having diarrhea, and before I had a bunch of insights tonight, and I watched an Elliott video, and I'll actually just link it down below because it's a great video. And you know, repping you, Elliott. Like, you inspired me. He's a lot of the reason I do my YouTube videos the way I do, because he had such an impact on me. Like, I watched all of his videos. I watched all the videos on his Elliott Hulse channel, not the Strength Camp channel. I watched most of those, but all the Elliott Hulse videos. He had a tremendous impact on me growing up. I was just like, wow, like, this is so crazy. This guy can have such an impact through the internet. I want to have an impact through the internet. And I was like, I could be neurotic. I could worry. I could succumb to addiction. I could just go smoke weed and watch porn and make everything in my life worse. But I didn't do that. Because why the heck would I do that? But my brain just comes up with dumb ideas that I'm not going to do when I'm really sleep deprived. And I'm just like, so I watched the Elliott Hulse video, and he was talking about how, like, love and fear, and how, like, he approaches things from, it's just a great video. Just watch the video. It's a good video. So I watched the video, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't really have like a conclusive thought, but I was like, I'm just going to have fun, whatever. Like, I can't sleep. So I just go on the app store on my phone, and I'm just like, what apps do people use? Like, what are the apps that are being used nowadays by human folks that use apps? If I was a 12-year-old, what would I download on my phone? So I just went on these apps. I started looking at these apps, and I started like looking at all these ways of sharing ideas. And then I started like thinking about this, and I started thinking about the business in a different way. And then I went on my YouTube channel. I just had something to check and see like what people are watching on my YouTube channel. And I saw that like the D.M.T journal audiobook that I recorded, I'll link that down below too. That's got hours of watch time. Like, people are watching the whole thing. And I'm like, that was made in the spirit of fun. And then I'm just thinking about it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have fun. I don't know, like, and then this thought came to me, like, if you can play, you know the way. And like, I just like to like make these rhymes, and I was just like why am I not sharing fun? Like, I can share fun through these things. Like, the more fun I can have, the better. And I already made a plan for launching the supplement company, because I really want to get the road on the show, you know? I want to get the road in the show, but I feel more and more like I'm approaching that from the spirit of fun. Like, how can I have fun doing this? I can't sleep right now. How can I have fun? I'll make a YouTube video about these ideas. Then I'll go to the steam room, and I'll hang out in the steam room, and then I'll come back, and then I'll like go for a walk and stuff. And it just, I don't know, the stress started melting away. Like, I just started realizing, and I've been realizing this as I stopped taking Adderall, like, because Adderall locks me on to like this work-oriented mode of being, and that was necessary because I was just so many variables. My brain's all over the place, and it's like, what do I do? What do I do? And I think Adderall kind of helped me understand. Like, I genuinely feel like when I take Adderall, I look at people and I'm like, oh, my brain is operating on the same wavelength as yours. And when I don't take Adderall, I'm like, I feel like my brain is not operating on the same wavelength as everyone else's. And I feel like I needed to experience that to understand. But it's like my jujitsu, my wrestling, like my athletic training, like this stuff all goes better when I don't approach it as work, when I approach it as play. And I realized, like, all the businesses I succeeded at, I approached as play. Like, as a high schooler, I made thousands and thousands of dollars easily, whenever I wanted to, by just putting up painting flyers, because it was a game to me. I didn't need the money. And then when I was trying to support my wife and kids for the first time, I put up painting flyers, and I was like, I'm gonna take this seriously now. I got 0 calls. I worked my face off. And it's just the way it is. Like, that's all I can really say, is I can see it clearly now. It's like, if you can play, you know the way. My kids see it. So I think this is why Christ says that you will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless you can become again like a child. And I see, like, the tendency towards anxiety as the root of the problem. And I mean, there's real problems, but Peterson even talks about this too. He's like an invitation to play. And I was just thinking, like, my supplement company is the same thing. I'm like, all the different ways I invite people to play. And like the D.M.T journal, the first book I ever published, is an invitation to play. And that's why people are watching it. Like, I'm like, people are like, it's not even, I'll sit there for like, when I go watch the video, like, a lot of it is like, I can't even read my own handwriting, but I'm in a good mood while I'm doing it, and it's getting like more watch hours than like all of my serious videos. I'm like, how is this possible? If you can play, you know the way. I've got some interesting stuff planned. Some ideas I'm going to play around with. I'm basically going to approach this project, because I have to approach it as a project, because this is a business, and I do need to make money, and I do need to support myself, and I do need to have stability in my life for my wife and kids to a degree. Even though, I mean, I'm not fucked if I don't. Like, if the business doesn't succeed, if I don't sell the supplements, I'm not fucked. I know they'll sell eventually. Even if they never sell, I'm still not fucked. It's just, it would disappoint me. And it would be less fun. It would be, I would have to do other things. And that pressure, it could be pressure. I'm like, oh, but... And like jiu-jitsu, like I want to compete. I want to win. I want to win the ADCC. But it's play. I don't know. I cannot say more than that. If you can play, you know the way. Because the play circuits in your brain, the neural circuitry that has to do with play, is superior to the neural circuitry that has to do with anxiety. So you'll find the way if you're playing. This is why, like, children notice things adults will never notice. I was at the grocery store with my daughter, and she goes, "There's Auntie Madison!" And there was my sister, and I was like, I didn't see her, but my daughter did. If you can play, you know the way. And I think as I grew up, I felt the need to be, I'll speak in the first person, as I grew up, I felt the need to be serious and get serious results, because I'm a serious person, and I want people to take me seriously, and I don't want to seem like an idiot to my cousins and my aunts and uncles, my extended family, and my parents, and my schoolmates, if they follow me on social media or what. I don't know, like all this pressure, you know. It's like, if you can play, you know the way. I mean, that was even like why am I communicating ideas through YouTube? When I first started putting out YouTube videos, when I first put out a YouTube video, I was getting health coaching clients through Facebook and Reddit. I just put out a YouTube video, and then that YouTube video got me more clients than anything else, because I was playing. It's like, I'll just try this. So I'm going to try a lot of things. I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying. I feel anxiety for the world. I don't want totalitarian communism and despair to rule, and I feel like that's an eternal threat. The eternal threat to man. Oh no, the anxiety. But if you can play, you know the way.